Welcome to Infinity, as imagined by Japanese artist Yayoi Kusama. As you step inside her famous infinity mirror rooms, reflections of dots, colors, and light bend reality in this unique museum experience.
I would love for people to just step back and not take photos and try to just experience the rooms as is.
While photos on social media have recently propelled the artist's popularity, she spent a lifetime creating and is still working at 89. This exhibit spotlights her body of work.
Kusama has been at the forefront of artistic innovation ever since she started, since the 1950s up until now. So that makes her a very unique and unusual artist, basically developing a practice that includes performance, painting, drawing, sculpture, installation, really everything.
From a very young age, Kusama was determined to create, even when that put her at odds with others.
In Japan, she was born in the late 20s, and the expectation was that she would get married and have kids, and not just get married, but have an arranged marriage, which was not something she wanted to do.
She made her way to the United States to pursue her art career, but that came with different challenges.
In New York, it was a man's world, and it wasn't easy for her to come there. She didn't have friends there. She didn't speak English very fluently, and so to try to break into the art world, it was a big deal.
Throughout her life, Kusama has also struggled with mental illness.
She has, I think, used her art as a form of healing. Her practice, I think, just as a lifestyle. The ability to have the work is something that has allowed her to survive.
In the early 1960s, she brought her repetitive style to a new medium, tapping her life experience from World War II.
During the war, she was working at a parachute factory, sewing military uniforms, and that's how she developed the technique to sew those soft sculptures.
They also appear in her first infinity mirror room, Falley's Field, which debuted in 1965.
She began to have hallucinations, and her work was really about kind of catching up with those visions that she was having. So you'll see one motif just exponentially accumulating, whether it be the paintings, the infinity nets, or the phallic tubers and the sculptures. And so the way in which these mirror rooms kind of came about was that her physical capacity to be able to create infinite repetitions of these objects, it just didn't keep up with her desire. And so she was able to find the mirrors as a device to activate her vision.
The mirror rooms have captured many people's attention, particularly with this traveling exhibit. Those who visit reserve timed tickets, and the time inside the mirror room is limited to about 30 seconds. Inside the last one, called the Obliteration Room, visitors become artists as well.
Everything is painted completely white, and every visitor is given a set of colorful stickers and is then invited to basically leave those stickers somewhere in the room. So over the course of the exhibition, the dots will accumulate and will eventually cover the entire room.
It's yet another way to connect with Kusama's vision.
I know that she is very happy to have all of these adoring fans. If you think about the lean times for her where she worked so hard and she just wasn't getting the appreciation or respect that she deserved, and that wasn't a period of years, it was a period of decades. So now to have all of this attention and to get the glory she deserved, I think it's, fantastic.